I'ma stay solid. 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 I'ma stay solid.
Hey, it's your boy RT Real Talk Radio. Got something to talk about, fellas. As you see the background, Lamar Jackson. Just crown him, y'all. Just give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all say, he deserves it, right? Last year, he won because he had a good record, not good numbers, and a lot of his team success. Well, this year, he wins because he has the numbers, but don't have the best team success. Don't make sense to me, but it makes sense to the voters. So just crowning, give it to him, get it out the way. MV3, ain't that what y'all calling it? Nah, I don't agree, but it is what it is. He had great team success last year, and this year he got the numbers. Crowning, give it to him. Three times, two in a row. It's crazy, but it is what it is. But let me say this one thing. Now you better win. No, you got three of them things. How you gonna keep on getting spanked in the playoffs? And another thing, don't get spanked by Josh. You know what I'm saying? Since Josh ain't that real MVP, win this game, we win our game, we play next. Don't lose that game, MV3. We can't hide that. You don't want that smoke and you don't want that heat. And if you do win and beat us, go beat Pat. Go get a chip. Do big things. Since you won in 3 MVPs, you know, we can't just be shining in the regular season when you playing bombs, and then when it's time to play the top notch teams, you can't win. And I'm sick of hearing the Ravens fans, the flock, whatever y'all want to call yourself, defend this man's non-playoff success. Defend this man by saying, "Oh, he smacked Josh and them this year. It was 35-10." Well, last year we beat the Ravens. Did we get that bump? Did Josh get the bump? He didn't have the best record, but he had the numbers. And then y'all want to say, "Oh, well, he had 18 turnovers. He almost had 50 touchdowns." I think Lamar had like 30. I mean, he almost doubled him up. Like, come on, can y'all stop? And then how many turnovers Lamar have last year? I mean, what, like 10? Okay, he had 18 picks. But he had enough stats, touchdowns. We won 6 games down the stretch. Made it to the playoffs. Was the number 2 seed. Wasn't good enough. Now this year, he cuts back on the picks. Still has 40 plus touchdowns. And he still ain't good enough. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. And then they want to say, well, he won head to head. Josh won head to head last year. They only met in the playoffs once. Who you think won that? Hey, Flock, answer that. Who won that game? It wasn't Lamar. And if we check the stats, I'm pretty sure Josh is probably beating him overall head to head. And if he ain't, he's probably tied. And I ain't even looked at the stats. I'm just talking about what I've seen, what I know. So I'm sick of he smacked them this year. Did y'all watch the game? Only person on the Ravens who smacked us was Derrick Henry. So if y'all want to give Derrick Henry the MVP, I'm not knocking that. But how we gonna give it to Lamar? I mean, how many MVPs he need? Especially when he don't get it done in the playoffs. And I'm not trying to act like Josh gets it done in the playoffs, but he does show up. He does play like Josh in the regular season. He has beaten Patrick in the regular season. He don't get blown out by Patrick's in the playoffs. So, and he's been there. They came in the same year. And I understand Lamar got hurt a year or two. I'm not for sure. I'm not a Ravens fan. I'm a Bills fan. But I do know they came in the same year, same draft class. Josh been to the playoffs, has played 10 playoff games, 5-5. Lamar, 6 playoff games, 2-4. Who's better? Who? And Josh hasn't had one number one seed. What's the difference on that, RT? The difference is last year Lamar had the number one seed. He played one game, won. He's in the AFC Championship. That's a hell of a thing. That's a hell of an accomplishment. But it's easier to get to the AFC Championship when you got to play one game. And you got the rest right before that one game. Josh hasn't had that benefit yet. But he's made it to one AFC Championship game just as Lamar has. He's went toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes. Lost, I understand you're going to say, oh, he lost. He lost. But it wasn't his fault. Josh came to a team that was a straight bums. Lamar, I'm pretty sure the year he got drafted, the Baltimore Ravens was in the playoffs. When he drafted like the 30th pick, so that means he went to a good team that had a good culture, good defense, good coaching, good offensive players. So he came into a great situation. Josh, number 7 pick, he came into a horrible situation. And we talking about the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills ain't been good since the 90s. Josh was drafted in 2017-18. They haven't been good since the 90s. But now since Josh has arrived, we've been one of the top teams in the AFC. That's because of him. But he's been in the league for 7 years and hasn't got one MVP. But Lamar got 3. And he came to a team that was already going to the playoffs before he got there. Make it make sense. It don't make sense to me, but please, in the comments, make it make sense. Because this is nonsense. I mean, 3 MVPs? What we talking about? This man is not 3 MVPs better than Josh Allen. But don't listen to me. The playoffs start tonight. Lamar plays tonight. Josh plays tomorrow. And then next week, hopefully, they play each other. Put your money where your mouth is. Because I already know what Josh gonna do. Do y'all know what Lamar's about to do? The 3-time MVP winner? We should know if he's getting 3 of them things. But as we see, they got something against Josh because he should have had multiple MVPs by now. Multiple All-Pros. But he ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? He's behind Patrick, Lamar, and Burrow. He's the fourth best. He's Phillip Rivers of this generation. Let's just admit it. You know what I'm saying? Lamar, he's Peyton. Patrick, he's Brady. And Joe Burrow, we'll call him Ben Roethlisberger. He's going to end up getting him some chips. Lamar's going to get him some chips. And Josh, he's just going to be an afterthought. If you believe that, you a fool. Somebody's got to be Phillip, though. And right now, it's looking like it's Josh. So, let it be. But I'm going to get out of here. I wasn't going to take up too much time. I just want to rant on how ridiculous it is that this man is about to win 3 MVPs. And they ain't even got 3 playoff wins. Make it make sense, Flock. Make it make sense, Ravens. Bills, stand up. Make it make sense. But it's cool. Crown him. That's Lamar. That's the MV3. He deserves it. Now, get what you deserve in the playoffs. Because you can't keep getting all the accolades and then don't show up in the playoffs. If my guy had 2 MVPs and 2 playoff wins, I'm not impressed. So, it's time to put your money where your mouth is, Bills Mafia. Stand up. Let's cheer on our guy. We got him at the crib, and that's another thing. Lamar beat y'all. It was 35-10. That was in Baltimore. That was 4th game of the season. We didn't even have Amari Cooper then. One of our top wide receivers was injured the game before. Josh had just broke his hand a couple games before. No excuses, though. Y'all won that game. Big time win. Now do it in Buffalo. I dare you. I want to see it. I don't think you're going to beat Pittsburgh the first game. But he's the 3-time MVP. You better beat Pittsburgh the first game, and you better come into Buffalo and beat us. And if you don't, that MVP shit looks silly. That shit look crazy. Because everybody except Raven fans realize that it's Patrick, then Josh. And then you could take your pick between Burrow and Lamar, wherever you think they fit. I don't care. But it's Pat, Josh, the others. And he's going to prove it this year. Keep your eyes open. We about to watch our MVP show the world why he should be their MVP. But it's Lamar's. Clap it up. He deserves it. Crown him. But he is what we thought he was. He is what I think he is. A good quarterback? Not the MVP. Not this year, and definitely shouldn't have been last year. Big facts, Real Talk Radio. I know y'all hate my opinion. Put it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Because at the end of the day, all the talk is about to be over with, and it's going to be game time. Who's going to show up? Who's going to step up? And I already know what Josh going to do. What Lamar going to do? What he going to do? Let's see.
I'ma stay solid. 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 I'ma stay solid.